Almighty Father, Spirit of the universe, regardless of what anyone chooses to call you, we'd like to thank you for bringing us here together today to give us the opportunity to remember those who have fallen at the hands of the police.
My name is Deborah Phelps, and I am a citizen, and I'm mad as hell.
The people in this country, unfortunately, are the least to know what's going on about themselves and about the circumstances that are around them.
Meaning that every 28 hours in this country, a person from our community, an African American, is killed either by law enforcement, by security guards, or by self-styled vigilantes, as was the case with Trayvon Martin.
He was beaten to death with flashlights.
They gunned her son down in Saginaw, Michigan. 6 officers pumped 46 rounds into this guy. They were all lined up in a line like a firing squad, and they never stopped shooting. The man was on the ground, dead, and they still kept pumping. They never stopped pulling the trigger until they ran out of bullets.
But they tasered him. One prong went in, the other one didn't. They turned around after that and fired a beanbag shotgun at him twice, and then shot him with his service weapon.
The deputy's commands to Gil were, get the fuck on the ground, get the fuck on the ground. This is the way he addressed a man that had been injured in a car wreck.
A shot was fired out, and an officer killed my son, shot him in the neck, and dropped him like an animal, and then went over and put handcuffs on him while he's convulsing and bleeding out.
To shoot a person 10 times, they're not going to survive. That's murder. There is no comeback. You know, maybe we could talk about it. That is murder. The person is gone. And every shot you fired, you had to have known that.
It's not just sons. They shoot daughters. They shoot grandmas, grandpas, babies. They shoot, in the Stolen Lives Projects, there are children as young as 2. Ayanna Jones was in Detroit. She was 7 years old.
So when they talk about officer safety, I'd like to know how officer safety is involved when you're shooting people in the back.
They killed somebody and they're still doing what they do, and nothing has been done. So basically, you know, the law is supporting what they do, and they're supporting them to kill, to murder, to beat, to abuse, to violate, you know, humans of their rights.
And so when they went on a hunt, their mission was to send in the Buffalo Soldiers to exterminate everybody. The sick, the elderly, the children, the babies, the women. And this is what the African American soldiers did as Buffalo Soldiers. Wow. Yep. They made them do the dirty work. It's just like black cops.
Something that one of my professors taught me a long time ago was, after slaves were emancipated, in order to keep the history of white supremacy alive, they were made into criminals. So when you criminalize the blacks, from 1895 to 1965, Jim Crow became the law of the United States. And that can be argued by most almost just as bad as slavery. It's always been in our history, it's been ingrained in our minds for so long that when we see a black person, that they're automatically a criminal. If they're wearing a certain type of clothing, they are automatically a criminal, when in reality that is not true.
I think the next step is that we need to start having community meetings about this stuff in an honest and safe environment, and we need to bring in all people from the community, not just the activists that are the lifelong activists, because we do our work, but you know, we only represent a fraction of the population. We need to bring the people who are affected by this every day, the people who also don't agree with us. We need to try to have that open dialogue, to talk to each other, to actually conquer what the system is doing, which is divide and conquering us. So that's what I think is the next step in the anti-police brutality movement, to make sure that we are coming together as a community against this force, because we are stronger than the police force. In New York City alone, there are 40,000 of them, there are 8 million of us, so you do the math.
We are like trapped in the injustice system. You know, that's why I keep constantly telling the people that it's up to us. We have to organize whatever it takes to get justice. And me, myself, who I've been out here, you know, fighting for the last 18 years, you know, speaking out and letting people know, you know, the situation would happen with my son. And it's important that they know that we are not going to get no justice through the criminal justice system or the criminal injustice system, because that is something that has yet to be achieved. This hasn't been done yet, not in any case.
The fucking pigs, the police can only get away with what we allow them to get away with.
Yeah, that's right.
It's very important that we build with one another, that we make sure that our communities are ours. Most of the time, I don't know, I'm not from New York. In Jersey City, I know they bring in cops from other communities to police us. So they look at us like we're the enemy. When they come into work, they looking at us like it's time to go police these motherfuckers again. You understand? So it's time that we start taking control of our own communities in whatever way possible. If you start looking at building on movements of the past, like the Black Panthers, you know what I'm saying, the Brown Berets, like if they gonna start taking our lives, we gotta let them know that their life ain't safe no more. You understand? Their job ain't safe no more. If you start going on to these rallies and stuff, rallies are good. It's good to show organization, but without action, that shit don't mean fuck. It's important that we actually take it into our control, and I'm not saying just go out there and start fucking up your own shit, because we start rioting and destroy our own communities. But it's time that we start looking at what we can do to take action to stop this shit, because it's motherfucking destroying our community. So on the count of 3, say fuck the police. 1, 2, 3. Fuck the police. That's what it is.
It's our responsibility to go back everywhere that we can, whether it's on campuses, whether it's in communities, workplaces, anywhere we can, to bring people forward so that they're not scared either. Because all of us are under the gun. Some people are really hard under the gun. Some people are suffering and dying, and it's race-based, and we know this, and we've been knowing this. But everybody coming together can make all the difference. And it can make the big changes we need. So on October 22nd, we're going to be out on that day. And people are going to be out all over the country on that day. So get with us, join with us, figure out, ways that you can plug in, ways that you can take this message back to where you're from, wherever you're at, wherever you want to go. Even if you're not from there, you need to go there. You need to be telling people, bringing people in, and we're going to make this a very, very powerful movement.
We're not going to stand for it any longer. We're not going to take it any longer.
We pay them to protect us. That's what they're supposed to be doing, not gun us down and use it for target practice. We are not target practice. We are human beings.
Please continue to fortify, strengthen us, and continue to give us hope so that we can move forward. With that, I say amen.
Amen.